Why do you keep putting your life off until later? Have you ever promised yourself that you would start a new life on Monday? You'll start learning a new language. You'll begin working out. You'll finally read those books you've been putting off. You'll start chasing your dreams. But then a day passes, a week passes, a month passes, and nothing changes. Millions of people experience this every single day. Most of them believe the problem is laziness. But what if it isn't? The truth is, procrastination is not the same thing as laziness. Laziness is when you genuinely don't want to do anything. Procrastination is different. It's when you know exactly what you should be doing, yet you keep putting it off. You understand that the task is important. You know it will benefit your future, but somehow you end up doing something else instead. Imagine a student preparing for an important exam. He knows the exam matters. He knows it could impact his future. But instead of studying, he scrolls through social media, watches videos, or finds literally anything else to do. Afterward, he feels guilty. He feels anxious. He feels disappointed in himself. Sound familiar? Most people believe procrastination happens because they lack discipline or willpower. However, psychologists suggest something much deeper. In many cases, procrastination is rooted in fear. The first fear is the fear of failure. Many people are afraid they won't succeed. They worry that if they try, they'll discover they're not good enough. So their brain chooses a safer option, avoiding the task altogether. After all, if you never start, you can never fail. The second fear is the fear of success. It sounds strange, but success can be frightening too. Success brings responsibility, expectations, pressure. Sometimes your brain sees those changes as a threat and tries to keep you inside your comfort zone. There's also another common reason: perfectionism. Many people want everything to be perfect before they begin. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect mood, the perfect conditions. But the problem is that perfect conditions rarely exist. As a result, they keep postponing action again and again. That's why there's a powerful saying, "Done is better than perfect." But why does our brain work this way? To answer that question, we need to talk about dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical in the brain that plays a major role in motivation, reward, and pleasure. Every time we experience something enjoyable, dopamine levels rise. Social media, short videos, and endless scrolling provide instant dopamine. The reward comes immediately. But activities like learning a language, reading a book, or building a business don't provide instant gratification. The rewards arrive weeks, months, or even years later. And because the brain naturally prefers immediate rewards over delayed ones, it often chooses the easier option. That's why you open TikTok for 5 minutes and suddenly realize an hour has passed. The good news is that procrastination can be overcome. One helpful strategy is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Don't put it off. Small tasks tend to pile up quickly, and completing them right away reduces mental clutter. Another strategy is taking small steps. Don't tell yourself you'll study for 3 hours. Don't promise yourself you'll read an entire book today. Instead, commit to just 5 minutes. Very often, the hardest part is simply getting started. Once you begin, continuing becomes much easier. A third strategy is removing distractions. If your phone is always within reach, your brain will constantly search for reasons to check it. Try putting it in another room. Turn off notifications. Create an environment that makes focus easier. And finally, stop waiting for motivation. Many people believe motivation comes first and action comes second. In reality, it's often the opposite. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Most successful people don't work because they feel motivated. They work because they've built the habit of taking action. So if you're putting off something important today, maybe the problem isn't laziness. Maybe your brain is simply trying to protect you from discomfort, uncertainty, or fear. But every time you choose action over avoidance, you become a little stronger. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for next month or next year. Start today. Because even the longest journey begins with a single step.